You know what? It is springtime. We are down in Moab with the Jeep. There couldn't be a better day.
Nope, it's actually pretty warm. I'm the weather girl every time, so I'm telling you, it's a really nice day.
We got Tonya's stamp of approval on the day.
We do. Hey, welcome to AYL TV, everybody. I'm Scott Huntsman.
I'm Tonya Huntsman.
And I'm Scott Phillips.
You know, here we are, Hell's Revenge Trail in Moab.
It's fantastic. I love this trail.
Not our first time.
No. In fact, I was telling my wife, this is such a great confidence builder trail because the obstacles look so terrifying sometimes. You know, they're daunting. But then you get on them. Yeah, you get on them and you have so much traction that it's not that bad. The intimidation factor is really high, but the actual execution is not as bad as you think.
Never done this trail with Dan.
Yeah,
how about you?
No, I've known Dan for years and I've never been on Hell's Revenge with him. So this is exciting.
Very knowledgeable about the area, and it's so great to be able to hear all the stories and everything that's happened in the area. And
I've learned some driving techniques from Dan, attending some of the other trails with him. So
still need to get the wedgie down though.
I enjoyed the roller coaster. That was a lot of fun.
Oh man!
All my years of driving Hell's Revenge, and I've never put it in neutral and rolled down the hill like that.
How cool is that? Well, there you go.
We like to unplug, get away from all electronics. We like to be able to be a family, and when we're Jeeping, it's a picnic next to the Jeep. It's no phones usually. We don't have service. It's just us, our little family, the unity between it. And it's very nice. It's be able to get outside and promote all of that healthy living, because it is extremely healthy to come out here and enjoy yourself in the way that we do.
Trail Ambassador program is a larger program than just motorized. It started back in 2019 to provide sort of like an on-trail visitor experience, like a visitor center, to be able to provide that information that people are looking for. And the aim of our entire program is to protect Moab trails for generations to come. So we're doing that by helping provide stuff to help people clean and keep the trails clean. So these are spill kits we give out.
Yeah, even a little potty bag. What happens in Moab doesn't necessarily have to stay in Moab.
We learn from it.
Yeah, exactly. I see also you're passing out some water bottles. Obviously, keep yourself hydrated in this desert.
My dad was very strong and instrumental in his keeping public lands public. We'd like to see that continue. I think it's important. You know, my dad really believed that public lands hold the promise of our freedom, and they really do.
We go Jeeping for vacation, honestly.
Yeah.
We do. Our vacations include our Jeeping because it's something that we love so much.
Absolutely.
Second I got on the trail this morning, I was just so happy and all smiles, and all the stress went away. And
Everybody, welcome back to AYL TV. Riding along on the Hell's Revenge Trail, and I am riding currently with the mayor of Slick Rock.
Climbed up over Lacey's Hill right there. Named after my daughter back there in the red Jeep.
Oh, really? That's named after her, huh?
Yeah, she climbed up that with a bunch of her girlfriends. A bunch of guys telling her she couldn't do it. She just drove right up through it all and then kind of like mad that she made it look so easy.
Wow.
It's all knowing the right line out here, you know.
Dan Mick say his favorite trail in Moab is?
Cliffhanger.
Really?
It's difficult as can be right now. It's been chewed up a lot, dropping down in there, big rock boulders to climb on. But the view out at the tip out there overlooking all the canyonlands.
Oh, yeah.
And back this way towards the mountains. Great place to have lunch. Fence here. See, they put that up because people would drive from over there across here and yep, stay the trails.
Hell's Gate, I'm gonna figure you probably were one of the first to do this.
I was.
When was that?
Can't even remember the exact year. It was a long time ago. Lacey's in her 30s now. She was just a little kid. I dropped off the ledge like this a little bit, you know, and right about here, she yelled something that sounded to me like, "Oh, fire truck."
You were telling me earlier you got to shake hands with Ronald Reagan.
I haven't washed his hands since, but yeah.
This is the Stairway to Heaven?
Stairway to Heaven.
All right. Stairway to Heaven.
On both sides of the rocks, left and right, where people lay it over, roll, and slide to the bottom.
Come up an obstacle like this, you have a crowd of people cheering you on. This is my first time riding as a passenger. Okay, you got my attention. You got my attention.
If you just saw the look on your face there.
You saw, well, I'm glad I had the camera not pointing at me. Where's the poop bag? Well, that was awesome. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun, including the little hair raiser at the end.
Oh, we like to do that. You know, we do this so many times. People say, "You ever get tired of it?" Nope.
Welcome back to AYL TV. We are just outside of Moab in the Sand Flats recreational area, and we are on a trail today that's called Hell's Revenge. And I love doing this trail in my Jeep, but there's so many different ways that you can experience the trail and see things that people can't see just in a normal, regular vehicle.
Sand Flats recreation area really is just a place that you can come and have a ton of fun, but with lots of options too. You can hike, you can bike, you can do your Jeeping, the side-by-sides. Everyone's welcome here. That's how we want it. We want to make sure that people are here and welcome, and they can have a safe place that has those trails that are already built in to where we can enjoy all of these off-road activities.
We're going through the Devil's Highway hot tub here. And I'm going in his, I'm gonna call it the limousine stretch TJ.
The Jeepozine.
The Jeepozine. Now, this is a little intimidating looking, you know, from this spot right here. All I see is, I'm looking down and I see one big old straight wall up here.
Trick here for me is I get the front tires on the obstacle, then I just floor it.
Okay, the suspense is killing me. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Yeah! Woo! We did it!
I've driven Hell's Revenge somewhere around 4,500 times. So there's really nothing out there that even gets my heart rate up anymore. I enjoy having the people in the Jeep with me and taking care of them, making them laugh, making them have a good time. I tell people I don't really have a job. I'm retired. I just get paid to make tourists scream twice a day.
My son is 48 years old and has been on 42 Jeep safaris. My granddaughter is 35 years old and has been on 35 Jeep safaris. What we hope and what we work for is that your kids, your grandkids can still come do it. The trails will be open for them. That's the reason we do it.
We went up the escalator and now we are going down. And you know, having the right vehicle to give you accessibility and of course the right know-how is the key to getting through an obstacle like this. I'm gonna call this the mobility machine. Speaking of mobility, you know, there's a company that's celebrating its 4th anniversary of helping people with mobility issues to get out onto the trails. So while we're going down the escalator with Richard, you check out that story.
Welcome back to AYL TV. We are at Tip Over Challenge.
Tip Over Challenge.
I remember this one.
Look at Dan right behind us. You know, this is the pro right here. This is the guy that we really have learned all of our skills from.
Yes, thank goodness.
I remember the first time we went up this.
I know, I didn't even know it was Tip Over Challenge until we were done. And then they're like, it's Tip Over Challenge. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You just went over Tip Over Challenge?
I remember that. It was so great. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Well, you know what? While we're watching the whole group get over this, you guys check out next week's show.
Next week's show looks great.
Well, yes, it does, but I think it's going to have a hard time beating this one because this was the best time. I've never had more fun on Hell's Revenge. Did we all have fun today?
Yeah,
we had a great time. We had the best trail leader, and we
Thank you.
appreciate your insight and all your education along the way and sharing all of your history. You guys do have the best job in the world.
Did he call that a job?
It's not a job, is it? It's just,
No, we
we're
play.
all just playing around. They're
Come on
all
down and
playing
play with
around.
us.
And we just kicked off Easter Jeep Safari.
Yep. 59th annual. Come on down. Check out the vendor show on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's a great week, great trail runs. So with all of that in mind, we're going to encourage all of you to get out and enjoy adventures you love.